We also have building codes also that are, I found in my case that building codes are more stringent here in Boquete, Panama than it was back in the United States. Building codes are more stringent here and requirements are more stringent here than they are back in the United States when it came to, certain areas.
I would assume the other way.
Exactly. I've heard many people say, well, the and it's and people say it because they're just not familiar. Okay, they're not familiar. But I hear people say a lot, oh, well, the way they build in Panama, and no disrespect to Panama, okay, but the point is, I've heard people say, oh, well, the way they build in Panama is less than the way that they build in the United States. And from my personal experience, I did not find that to be the case at all. Okay. Now, but what you have to be careful about is workmanship, yes, but there's bad workmanship that happens in the United States. There's bad workmanship that happens here. And that has nothing to do with the building code. It's just bad workmanship.
Yeah.
Right? Bad workmanship is bad workmanship.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone can build a house in the United States and they don't use enough nails.
It'll fall down.
But someone in Panama, maybe they could use less concrete,
or not the proper resistance, or that type of stuff.
Right. Okay. So workmanship, notwithstanding workmanship, let's take workmanship, put it aside. Still, the building code requirements. My septic system that was designed here in Panama is more robust than the septic systems back in the United States, with the requirements in the way of having the various inspection chambers that are necessary, and the grease traps that they put in and that was specified, and so forth. That was different. The electrical load in the way of the number of outlets and switches and lights and rooms and so forth, by the circuits, was more robust than what I find, back at home. There was one other area that it was on the tip of my tongue that maybe it'll come back to me later. But in general, though, I found that many of the building code requirements down here are more robust than what we would find, back at home.
Wow.
And the other quick thing I was going to say is that as far as we were talking about means and method, different here, concrete block. Roof systems down here are typically, the most common ones are either metal or metal roofing with the clay. Clay tile as a secondary, roof. Whereas back home, you find decking, plywood decking with underlayment, and then roof shingles. The roof systems in throughout most of the United States are roof trusses with anchors and tie downs and brackets. Whereas here, all the roof systems are made out of metal and are welded together, and so forth. I'm not necessarily saying in that particular instance that one is better than the other, but my only point is that when we're talking about means and method, what is more common here versus what we would find there. These are just, some examples of, things that are different. One may be more labor intensive, but the materials may be less. Concrete blocks are less expensive than lumber, but the construction time frame of using lumber is faster than installing concrete blocks, and then the the stucco and the finishes and so forth.
I see.
So hopefully that wasn't too long of an answer, but
No.
It's just, again, means and method. Those are some of the differences.
So if you like this clip, you have to watch this other clip. And if you want to watch the full playlist of clips, click here. Thank you for watching. Take care.